G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. We are on episode 26 of our Bellwright playthrough of the preview branch. It's only a few days now until it's going to get released officially, so you'll be able to dive into this one yourself. Now, what we've done in the last playthrough, if you haven't watched that one already, we took the town of Farnsworth, and so we managed to defeat the brigands, the reclamation party. We kind of own everything this side of the river except for a few bandit camps that are starting to pop up in the areas in the middle here, which we probably need to think about clearing. What else do we need to do? We are looking at, Blackridge Pool. We haven't actually gotten down to Horndean yet, so that's another thing that we probably need to do as well. As far as the tech tree goes, we pretty much got the town hall to do next. This is something we could probably actually just research. We've kind of run out of things. Well, not run out of things to research, but it's a pretty massive step, that one. The town hall research I don't think it requires any special. Let's have a look. We need an apprentice carpenter. It does require someone special. There you go. So, apprentice carpenter, we have a couple of those. So we have this young lady, and we have. I think we have another one somewhere, but anyway, we only need the one to research it. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of renown to spend as well. So we've got a iron nails. Yeah, I think we've got plenty of iron nails. That's the only thing I'm probably not 100% sure on. Yeah, I've been collecting them from bandits and stuff. But we are building some additional buildings over here. We got another stock. We decided to put another food cellar up, so this one's just going to hold all the foods. Actually, I need to turn the other one off. All the foods that we not using as meals, if that makes sense. So they're all cooking ingredients and things like that. I put it here because it's close to the fields. It's close to this central kind of area. We've got also the harvester, the harvesting foraging hut here. So we've got also a hunter's camp up here, another one over here. So we're kind of like all on this side. I felt like that was in a kind of a weird spot, and it's right near all the cooking and stuff as well. Our tavern is over there as well, so it kind of felt like it was the right place to put it. So hopefully we'll start moving all that stuff into the cellar. I was not going to do a second cellar, but I thought, well, I'm kind of wasting food if I aren't storing it for longevity. The other thing we are trying to finish off right now too is the building of some more things here. So we have a stockpile. We have decided to build a foraging hut here too. We are going to place them in, crossing fingers it'll work, in this area. We've got peat pretty close by. We've got the moss is like pretty in a dangerous position, I think. So, but this area here seemed to be quite isolated and didn't get a lot of bandit traffic. Every time I've been there, I've not really ever seen a bandit at all. So I thought that might be a nice safe location. We are going to get deaths out there, I'm pretty sure, because it is a pretty extreme area for bandits. We've got this four-star red starred bandit camp, which is a big one, and you got a couple of other readies here. So that'll be a massive one to take out at some point. So that's where I'm thinking. It's pretty close to our fast travel sign. The only problem we might have is carts coming in and out. We don't have there's no real bridge here. They'd have to come back up here and around, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. Anyway, we do need those goods. We're sick of running back and forth to get peat. And setting up a consistent supplier, that would be really good. We can trade, of course, we have attempted that with Blackridge Pool. They seem to have peat every now and then, and we could get a couple hundred there if we could see what happens. I mean, let's have a look. We want that's 4 carts, and we could try selling some gear to them as well, possibly. So, but the problem we're going to have, and we had last time, is the carts got attacked heavily on this bridge here, this area. We did clean out a lot of the bandit camps around here, as you notice. So maybe safer now. but I'm going to need to use 4 people plus probably 3 or 4 guards at least to try and get that back and forth. And it's going to cost me quite a bit of gold as well. So I might think about doing that, but because, yeah, I did build a ton of bloomeries the other day, but we don't have a consistent supply of iron anyway at the moment. So the bloomeries are over here kind of getting us by at the moment, I think. And yeah, we've got all these. They seem to be, maybe I need to up these a little bit. Yeah, we should tell you here how much ores you've got. So let's have a look and see. All right. Yeah, so, no, we don't want ore. We want ingot. So we don't have any bronze at all. Copper, we've got 9. And tin, we've got plenty of tin. So just got to make sure tin is not selected at the moment as a top priority or a standalone by itself. Yeah, see, we really don't need this one. So let's pop copper in there. Double check this one. Yeah, another 10. So we'll chuck bronze in there. Forgetting to change these to top up. So okay, so that hopefully will help there. We've got a fair amount of people in our little village now, which is kind of good. So everyone's kind of busy. As you can see, started researching the round shields. Trying to get everybody that's a soldier a round shield. Just keep running out of... Yeah, well, this time we're running out of rope, so that's interesting. Weather seems to be busy over here though, so let's check. Got plenty of ingredients. Alright, well, and we've got another weaver in here too. I keep forgetting about this one. Not enough resources. Yeah, see. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. As I said, I'm going to play these videos a little bit differently. I'm going to just show you the exciting stuff and things that are actually happening. I've been spending a bit of time actually just doing stuff and allowing the guys in the village to actually produce resources, because we are falling behind a little bit there. You can see that when I take them off and it's wood. I take them off to do other things like battles. They're not doing anything here. So I need to start formulating and I have sort of separated a few people as just for army. Obviously, if it's a big reclamation party, I'm taking everybody. But if it's smaller parties, I'm cutting it back to just the best fighters and leaving people in the village now. So. All right, well, I'm going to get on with helping out around here a little bit, because it looks like we're probably low on wood again. We seem to always be running out of wood, and even though we did a massive pickup the other day, yeah, we got no wood again. So I'm going to use night times to gather all those sorts of things as well. So like do resource gathering and stuff. You know, that's a good plan. And once everyone goes to bed, they're not doing anything anyway, so grab them all. Go out and just collect, wood, collect, whatever you sort of low in that you can just pick up off the ground or chop down. And yeah, we'll get into it. One thing too, the mods are turned back on, and I forgot to mention, I have been testing a couple of them actually, and I thought I had turned them off, but I must have left one of them on, and I realized that was the backpack expansion. So we have a look at my backpacks, you can see it's double. So yeah, so I like it. I'm going to leave it on. Just if you guys look at that and go, whoa, what's going on there? That's what's happened. I was going to test a few other ones out, like the barn, and that one you can see I haven't turned on. It didn't seem, when I tested this one to begin with, it didn't seem to work at all. I was testing them one by one just to see what ones are working and stuff. I wanted to slowly increase the storage of these as well. I don't want to have like 20 barns, so... okay, so we've got a couple of quests too. I just realized that we need to get going on, and I'm just going to give them all this wood. We got this sword to hand in, and there is getting a village lantern being built. I can't remember exactly what they needed, but there is a caravan heading there. I just, the life of me, I know it was something really simple. I don't think there's a way of checking either. So anyway, we're going to head that way and hand this sword in anyway. All right, we just caught up with our own little. You can see we're selling a bunch of stuff here. So yeah, interesting to see. Wasn't exactly what I'd put in the order, but we'll see how that goes. Let's go and see this guy. I think this is the sword.
May the gods protect you.
Okay, maybe I'm supposed to give the sword to someone else. All right, let's have a quick look here. We're building lantern in town, so that's what the quest that I was doing here. Yeah, it was a couple of things. Rope, wood, and a bronze ingot. Okay, here goes my guys on the way out of town with nothing in their cart. So I'm not. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there you go. They got a bit of stuff here. A fish for some reason. I didn't have that on the order, but anyway. Yeah, so that is the only problem I'm finding with the. Yeah, they get a bit stuck on each other with these guys at the moment. Is they seem to, what you put in for the trade doesn't seem to be what you're getting a lot of the time. So, okay, figure out what this. I'm going to talk to this person as well. That's here, so let's go and where are they? Over here. Let's go see if we can knock this one off.
Gods, that's our savior.
There you are. I'm happy to say that they seem to have...
I got a little bit of renown and some prosperity here as well, which is kind of cool. We didn't get anything special for that one though, but at least that's done. And retrieve the stolen loot. Maybe a bit tougher. Okay. No, it is here, so I thought we'd repair this. Maybe you have to have it on to get it to work.
Hey you. Hello. May your guidance lead us to success. I'm afraid I don't have anything else.
Okay. Let's read that again. Okay, find this. Pick up the sword, which we did. Bring the sword to Victor, which we did. Now, oh, okay, we need to take it to Horndean. Okay.
We are free.
Damn. Okay, we got a few quests we've got to get to Horndean for. Okay. We do have quite a few Horndean quests, so I'm gonna probably have to go over there and do that one. What's this one? Bradford. All right. Well, let's head to Bradford, and we're gonna try and knock off some of these quests.
Just a little disagreement. You know.
All right. This is a disagreement one in the tavern.
It's just that Gregor, he's been, you know. I don't.
All right. I'm going to talk to Gregor. So yeah, it's just a couple of simple quests that need to be sorted. Yep.
How can I help you? Oh, you talking about last night? Nothing serious. Just a misunderstanding, that's all. It's about Sarah. Hank thinks she's into him, but I mean, she's always nice to.
All right, they both like Sarah, or Sarah likes them, one in the case. So we're going to talk to Sarah.
This village stands as a testament to your leadership.
The Bellwright's name will be remembered in this village forever.
Oh, they've both been fighting over me again, haven't they? Silly boys. Maybe just a little, but they make it too easy. All I have to do is smile and pour them some extra ale, and they're ready to brawl.
Yep, that's men.
It's not like that. Okay, it kinda is, but please understand me. Living in a place like this, we don't have much fun here, you know. Please don't tell anyone. I didn't want anyone to get hurt or my father to be mad.
Our little coin, let's see.
Take this.
100 coin.
Please don't tell anyone.
All right, we'll take the coin. That was good. This guy's...
Hello. May your guidance lead us to success.
All right, this guy's after stuff. I keep forgetting. All right, we got a lot of quests here to try and knock off. I think there's quite a few in here that we could probably get rid of. So I'm going to go through them all and try and knock them all off quickly. All right, we'll just finish this one off. We need to talk to this guy though.
You, sir.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
Hello. May your guidance lead. Well, well. Seems that true enough, but it takes more gods. Here, take some coins for you.
Yeah, a little bit more coin as well. Some more renown and some more prosperity for the town. Although, I swear that I got... maybe I didn't, but anyway, that said, yeah, I thought that said 200, but anyway, I don't really get sometimes how the prosperity works in these places. It's awfully low and it is decreasing, so I need to try and...
We can walk our streets without fear.
I've got 25 construction points here, so maybe I need to build something. Or it's midnight, let's find a spot here and see what we can build. Yeah, all right, the big drinking stand says it increases and increases trust, so that's 200 trust, so we'll just try and find a smaller area that we can put it. We'll put that in there, and at midnight the goods, hopefully we should have them, we'll transfer across. A scam letter. Gee, medieval scams, hey? Alright, off to do some more quests. Okay, we did start one here in Padstow as well, which was, we had to build I think it was a laundry or something, and now it's asking us to build a woodcutter's station. So I guess we'll have to do that. So recall the brewery stand was here, and then we had it, yeah, over here. Oh, it was a wood chopping? Yeah, I think it was this thing. Yeah, I think. Anyway, alright, so they want to, oh no, it was, okay, hang on, let's have a look at that. Timber. So it was a log cutting station, now they want a wood cutter station. Okay. So a wood cutter's station. Can I squeeze that in here? Alright. Another one ticked off. It's getting pretty late, so I'm going to look at what I can do at night, and if not, I will gather the guys. I think I might gather the army actually and go and either do some resource gathering or knocking off some of the larger bandit camps that have started to creep up a little bit and get some more renown for that as well. I decided just to raise the army and maybe go knock off some bandit camps. One thing I do really hate, I really do hate this. Yeah, it's what, just hit midnight. We'll see how many game hours it takes to get this whole army fed or loaded up and ready to go, because I think, yeah, it looks like there's maybe 2 spots for them to actually get in there and get food at a time. So we kind of, what do we got, 30 people in our army, so you're waiting each time for 2 people to go through, so it's 15, you know, walk to the cellar, grab what they need and leave. It's already half past, so it's going to take, yeah, an easy hour of game time just them doing that, which is super frustrating. All right, we are going to, yeah, head over to those bandit camps and need some food myself. We're out of that porridge, that really good porridge. Ah, I took my eggs. they're not taking from the front here. I don't know why. And why have I got so much raw food in here? Okay, this is weird. Because I've left it on. Okay. Not a big deal. We've got plenty of room in there at the moment, but yeah. For all that, did I actually grab myself something? No. But yeah, alright, we're going to head off and knock off some of those bandit camps. So, I'll take... And yeah, I'll sort this out later, but I don't know. We'll sort that out later. Okay, we a couple of caravans coming in, but we want to head to this one up here. This one keeps creeping back in all the times.
Try using your eyes next time.
Alrighty, the first of our camps, just a green one, this one, so shouldn't be too much of a problem, but we'll wait till everybody's up here, and then we're going to head down the hill towards these three, get these cleared. And like I said, the guys have got the extra storage, which is kind of handy, so we're going to and I have them on charging. Alrighty, we are back on our hill. Yeah, we had a small crash there, so luckily my autosave feature is working really well because we only lost probably a minute there. Yeah, it happened. What did it happened when I was changing some settings, which is interesting. I was just waiting for them to head up here. I actually did change the frequency of these guys creeping back in to 1 level down. I think they're just becoming more of an annoyance than anything. So yeah, I mean, you can look at it two ways. If you want to farm renown, turn it up, I guess. If you kind of just want a bit of peace, then I would, yeah, definitely. Got someone really far away down here. Who's this? Anyway, yeah, I would turn it back up. So you can play with that setting. It's not going to really affect. But we are gonna attack this camp. Should be pretty. All right, we did have a couple of crashes in a row then actually. So the only thing I can think of, it could possibly be the mod that I've got turned on that's causing it, because it is not an updated mod. I mean, it is only to do with the backpacks, so I don't see, and we have had the odd crash prior to me using the mod, so I'm just going to see how it goes, but just bear that in mind. If you are using any other mods, test them one by one. If you start to have crashes that are not normal, turn them off. So
Follow closely. Stay together.
all right, well, we had another crash. Now, the only things I've changed in the last kind of few minutes, as I said, I did change one setting we'll have a look at it, and we'll just see if it happens again. The gameplay. I changed the bandit, what was it? Yeah, okay, so I changed this frequency, bandit to low. It reset itself, so we'll see what happens, and we'll resume. But that's the only other. I have turned off the backpack mod, but it's still active, so I'm not sure if that actually works in the mod section, so I may have to actually remove the mod through Steam. But we'll see if it crashes again, and it essentially just happened as we started to work our way up this hill. Okay, most of our people are here, except for this straggler down here. Alright, well, let's see if push this luck again. Let's go. Okay, we did have another crash. So what I've done is I have disabled all the mods and removed them. You can see back to normal, so that I was testing. They were turned off, but obviously removing them is the best precaution. The only other thing that I have done, and we will have a look, is that option to change. Yeah, see, this migration frequency is still on a medium. So I'm going to do a save, So I've got a save file for this particular location just in case it happens again, because it's probably a major bug. But yeah, so back in a sec. All right, we have saved the game and we have got to try it one more time, but it's it usually happens about here. And we are on charge. Yeah, it might have been the mods, so we're fine now. Yeah, so it could have been just the mods setup we're interfering with, so I would definitely recommend not using the mods at the moment. So that seemed to affect us. We'll see how we go, but no crashes so far, which is really good. So we're going to head on to the next camp. All right, we have another camp here. This one's a little bit stronger. We have some bandits on the hill over here as well, so we're going to be able to knock off a few bandits and get some more renowned up here. I love it how they're all sleeping. Alright, so this one was, I think we took one death out of this, so we've got these bandits up here just hanging around these trees as well, so those round swords don't last very long. Shields I should say. I don't know what happened there, but we yeah, that round shield, I didn't have it on for long at all. It's supposed to be 1,000 hit points, but I swear the other shields seem to last longer. But anyway, who knows. Alright, we're off to the next one now. Let's have a look. We did lose one person. Jack. He is a footman too. He's strength 3 out of 4. He should have had a reasonably good armor, but you just never know. That was quite a hard one to do, that one. So where's the next camp? We're off to this one now, an easy one. And then we'll hit that larger one. It's funny, it's almost 6 o'clock, so these guys could be getting back to work. So, but we're down here now. We'll try and knock off all these and then, yeah, just be done with it. All right, this is our second last one. Yeah, that was pretty easy. And yeah, we've got the last one over here now, so
Hey, watch it.
let's head this way. Now, there's quite a few people here. Oh, my guy's got a little bit too close, unfortunately, so we are into it. It looks. I'm just going to try and get around the back and take out some of these archers, because they can be a pain. Well, I was not watching my health at all. I'm gonna have to... yeah, this is happening quite a bit. I'm getting stuck on the left side of the house for some reason. So it's like a little secret spot inside my house. I'm trying to not done this in day, so there you go. This is the problem. I'll just have to unstuck myself, and yeah, just there's that like little section here that spawn back in, get stuck. All right, well the guys. Unfortunately for me, there's all this damn loot on the ground. And I don't know if I can actually, yeah, control them from here. So I'm going to have to run back there and make sure we get all that loot. Oh, well, yeah, fortunately for me, I do have a couple of fast travel signs around this side of the map now. So I'm not actually too far away from my troops. A little bit of a run back to them, but this is a little issue I've noticed too lately, where... Did he run all the way back from missed loot? Maybe he did. That's kind of random. Is all the loot gone? No, I'm not really sure why this guy came all the way back down here then.
Wherever you go.
He doesn't even have a weapon on him. Ah, because he broke his... Okay. Alright, well, we're just going to clean up this loot. We've got about 11,000 renown, so we are in the process of trying to hire someone now for Kreshmir. From Kreshmir, I should say, for our iron mine. So I can't recall whether you can hire beggars without being a friend. So I have to check that. But, yeah, we'll head to Kreshmir next and try and figure that one out and knock off a few more quests as well. Alright, just doing a bit of harvesting while I'm out here as well. Just got some people to gather some wood and mushrooms and things like that. As well, you know, if there's any spare room in them before I send them back, we might as well grab what we can. I think they're almost full though, so we'll head back to our base now and go from there. Alrighty, we are back at base. We just had a little bit of a break. We split this video into two, and there we go. Town Hall has just been researched, so we can now... we've unlocked tier 3. We need to build the town hall. Got to figure out where to build that. Now some, yeah, as I said, if there's, I don't know if you noticed, but the graphics look a little bit different each time. But we just had a massive last minute few updates over the weekend, or my weekend. It's what I think my Tuesday now. Most of you guys might see this by your Tuesday or Wednesday. But the cart is one of them. This workbench area, the caravanning station, has, I think, had its last kind of few updates. There's some like tooltips in here and stuff now, so we're going to set that up in a second. I'm going to show you how I've played around with this for hours, to be honest, so that's why this video is split in two. We had a few things go really weirdly wrong, like there was some food and stuff dropped all over the place, but I believe, I don't know if they will pick it up. It'd be interesting to see, or whether I should... Yeah, we'll they did disappear when I was testing the carts. I hope I don't drop it. A few little weird things happened too, where the... yeah, this looks like it's kind of... where books and stuff are putting into the wrong... Yeah, they're going to pick this stuff up. Yeah, it looks like they're picking it up. There you go. So we'll let them pick all that up. We had a few problems where, yeah, like this storage down here for some reason. Let's have a look. Yeah, they started putting stuff in here. You can see. I don't know why. It's actually completely blocked off. We were going to move this across for our, you know, our moss and cranberry. What else was over there? Some, yeah, peat and stuff. But so I'm going to have to wait till I clear that out, because, yeah, they started to fill that up. So there was a few weird things that happened. And they started putting food in the wrong places and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll sort itself out now. It does seem to have worked. So things that we need to consider now, though, is this caravanning thing is going to happen. Now, some tips. I'm going to make a caravanning video. So there are a few things. I'll break it up into two things, though. They'll be essentially broken up into, I guess, for me, the way I've tested it, outposts. I would be using this screen here for outposts only. And I would be using this screen for towns. And there'll be a reason. There's a reason for it. You have a lot more control over the towns from here, I believe. I feel like you do anyway. So the only thing you can't do is, for some reason, you can't track when you set it up there. It's not linked to this for some reason. Now the caravanning stations only hold 5 carts, bear that in mind. And I did a delivery test and buy and sell from Herondine, and it literally took 4 carts to get everything over there I wanted to and get back what I wanted. So you might want to build a station for each town that you want to deal with. That would be probably my suggestion, because I'd be wanting to trade when you guys aren't doing anything, and that would be night. So I'd be wanting to send all these guys off at night and do the trades, and basically manually do them. But let's set up a actual outpost trade, well, resource, not trade. I'll show you how to do it. So we are going to use 1 cart, and we are going to skip everything else for the moment up here. You can rename it up here if you want to. So we're going to just rename this copper. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to the town first, and you want to load the things that you want to take. So in this case, we want to take them some meat. I sort of picked this one because it's the one we have the most consistently of at the moment, 50. So it's going to put 5 in there. Now you got these options here. Now there are tooltips now. You can see when you hover over it says load once. That makes really perfect sense. You're doing it once, and once it's been loaded and sent, this will disappear. So, but we want this to be continuous. This is for our outpost. So there's always load and keep. Now I don't really kind of understand the difference between these two, but I do know that load and keep is the only way you're going to get it loaded. I've tested always keep, and it will not load these goods. Never load, pretty obvious. So we want to send pickaxes as well. So we want to put in our simple pickaxes. It's just the copper mine. So we don't have we're not spending resources on that one at the moment. Not really sure how many pickaxes they're going through a day, but we'll say we're going to do 3 a day. This actually doesn't really matter, this amount just here, and I'll show you why in a second. I mean, yeah, you could have it on 1 if you want to, but all right, so we'll just do a test. So it's on 1. Now we want to go and add a settlement. So we are going to select copper. And now we basically, what we want to do at copper is we want to load at copper. So we want to load broken pickaxes there. So we will put in the broken pickaxes, and we don't want it on once. We want it on load keep, and I'll show you why. So if we put this to 2, this is really weird. I can't get my head around this one, and no one seems to be able to tell me. When you increase this here to 2, it disappears from the expected deliveries. So if you left it there, this is what we would expect copper to send to our main settlement. You can see there's 1, but if you look on the left side there, it says copper has 2 of them. So I'll show you how to fix that in a second. So we are going to bump this up. This again, it's irrelevant. I'll show you why in a second. And then we'll put the ore that we want as well. So again, just leave it at, you can leave it at 1. It's irrelevant, because you can see down here, all of a sudden it says 25, and the pickaxe has completely disappeared. So this, yeah, is irrelevant. I think there might be a glitch, because when it goes back to 1, it adds it again. So yeah, just bear that in mind. But in order to fix it, first of all, we want to unload our goods that we are sending, our meat and our pickaxes. So this is a request. This is basically where you're requesting what you want. So we want to request meat. And you can see I've got 5 here, but if I only put in top up and I put 4, it'll only top up to 4, and it'll only load 4. So as I said, this number is kind of irrelevant, I think. If I put 6, it's going to request 6. It'll be interesting to see whether it actually uploads 6, but yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But it does seem to take more than 2 pickaxes when I send them. So let's put the pickaxes in. Simple pickaxe. We want it topped up, and we want to keep 3. Now this is inside the storage at that place, remember? So your actual copper mine, or whatever, your mine, the outpost, whatever, it's gonna have, and I'll show you in a second, it's gonna have an amount of pickaxes that it's gonna want to hold all the time. So you can set that at, say, 3. So when these arrive, if it's empty, they're going to go straight into the mine, and then it's going to be therefore triggered again because the storage doesn't have them anymore. If that makes sense. All right, so you can see down the bottom here, we still have only the ore coming from here. And I'll show you in a second how to fix that. So far, what we are loading, like I said, doesn't really matter.
Did you see that sunset last night? It was beautiful.
Strangely, and then this is what we're unloading there. So we will we don't want that much meat going there though. All right, so then we want to go to the end stop. So this is like a round journey. This bit's blanked out, of course, because this is the end. We want to unload everything that we've got. So this is where things change. So this is where we want to unload the broken simple pickaxes. We want it to be top up. And we want it to be, you can see as soon as I change that, this changes down here. And we can expect those two to come back. So this one, I just set it 1,000. Doesn't make any difference to the expected deliveries because it can't fill the cart any more than it is. Now, that's it for that. Like essentially, for some reason, it's still setting the copper. But if I didn't have this here for the pickaxes, I wouldn't be getting those two. So you can put in the ore. This is the way I did it and it seemed to work. So we want this to be a top up. And the same thing, we want it to be 1,000. As soon as I do that, you can see this now adjusts this to 1 and 24. I don't understand why it does that. I don't understand because there's no way of prioritizing, I guess, what's coming back first. I'm happy I'm getting at least one of the pickaxes back. I prefer to get more, but I guess the way to fix that would be to increase the carts. And you can see as soon as I hit 3, it says that it will bring the other pickaxe back. So you can do it all in one trip if you want to with 3 carts. So that would bring everything back and transfer everything over that you need to. So just bear that in mind. And this would, and then the only other thing you really need to do is have a minimum capacity. Now this minimum capacity I think is a minimum amount that you would want the carts to send out for, so it doesn't trigger it every time there's a piece of meat taken out, if that makes sense, because you want to be able to bring back at least, say, the minimum quantity of at least 23. So that's where this, yeah, it's going to be taking a little bit of play around with to figure out how much you need daily. But we'll do a test run on this and see what happens. I hope that made sense. It was completely confusing, but essentially now you just need to, you can do this manually if you want to, but essentially if you just turn this on, it's got the minimum amount out there. It's going to automatically be active. You can see there. So essentially we should have 3 carts disappear from this cart station. Now I need to build another cart station because we're going to use that one just for, what do we want? Cart stations are caravans. Where are they? It's small caravanning station. I'm guessing a big one's probably coming. I don't know. Anyway, will that fit in there? Nope. I guess it will. Cool. We're going to build this one. And we're going to set up some other deliveries. Now, strangely enough, only one. Oh no, here they come. Good. Here we go. So this guy's got a little caravanning symbol. So we should have 3 carts going out. They'll all wait for each other. See that one grab the meat. And they get this little Z above them. Yeah, like this. He's just waiting now. So until he's got a job. I'm not sure why he's going this way. So he's just waiting. I think he's just waiting. You can see the Z up above him. And we should have a 3rd caravan somewhere, so. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on him. Alright, we need to look at research and we need to start thinking about what the other towns are. Here he comes. So he's got the 3 pickaxes. He's taken one of the slightly broken ones. This is the only thing I don't like about our storage system at the moment, is that they will put broken things back. Now, he's we're missing 1 caravan. There should be another caravaner.
Indoors before dark.
Oh, here they come. Maybe they had to walk a little bit further. Now, he shouldn't require to do anything. There you go, because there's no more goods to be picked up. Now, they're off to this location. So, essentially, they should come back with everything there. I could have actually put stone on it. I guess I could have filled up the carts with stone, but I didn't. I've got enough stone here at this base already. All right, so let's have a look at our research. We want to have a look at research now. Our tech tree.
Great work, don't you think?
We have opened up this section, but we need to start researching some of these things. The warehouses are massive. They're huge. Hunter's Lodge. We've got a few options here. The blacksmith, the workshop. It's going to open up a lot of these other, things that we need. So, but have we finished researching through? I think we have got kind of enough.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
I mean, you need strength 6 for that one anyway. Looks pretty cool, but we don't have an apprentice farmer, so we've got to be careful now what we're looking at. The pit is for, it's like for the mining areas, so we won't want that just yet. The inn, maybe. Big houses. Oh, we could try the inn. I don't know. Ah, okay, so this is the catch now. So we need to build that huge building, which is the town hall. Kind of rewards once we get it going. 2,000 now. We've got a bit of renown to spend, actually. I just realized we've got about 12,000. I don't know where I'm going to build this. I really haven't thought this through. So I've got 2 options. I could build it here somewhere. Or we could move our base completely. Don't really want to do that. So let's find a spot where we can actually get this thing in. We've got this hill here, which is a bit of a pain. It's like not real even. You watch how big this is. It's massive. Yeah, and they won't fit in there because of those trees. It's a shame, because that'd be the perfect spot for it. Unless we chop down the trees ourselves. But I think we got some rock in there as well. I didn't actually see whether that was going to fit with a rock. Oh, okay, we might be able to get it in there if we chop down a couple of trees. So we might chop down a couple of trees really quickly. And clear this area. Alrighty, after chopping down a bunch of trees and moving some stuff around, disappointingly, we can't put it here. It does say blocking foliages 0, none, so I don't really understand this game sometimes. Don't know why. It's not letting me put it down. You can see when I move it into tree areas, it'll actually let me build it here, but there are trees and rocks, so I don't know why it won't let me build it here. It's, it's an extremely flat area. Yeah, it just says another object is blocking you from being placed here, but there are 0 option blocking things here, so I really don't know what else to do. Tried putting it in on this hill as well, but the terrain you can see is not feasible, which is super frustrating. The only other thing I can do is build it out this way. I think I got it to fit in here. I mean, they will chop all these trees down, I guess, and remove all these rocks. So I guess what I'm worried about, though, is once I place this here. Oh well, we placed it. This area here, I'm not going to be able to use at all. It'll be interesting to see whether, I don't know, I can't see anything in here that would be stopping me from building. So I know I have this road here, but really was not in the way at all. So maybe let's can we remove the road? I don't know if we can. Oh, here we go. Alright, we'll see. We'll remove the road. Don't know if there's any other road in here. Well, can't see anything else that might be... Yep. Alright, we'll remove the road. I wonder if they fixed that, actually. Right, yeah, well they have. Right click now, you can actually exit out of build. Cool. Alright, well we've built that. That's up there. We'll keep that going. And the things that are really weird too, I don't know if anybody else noticed this. This is the big cooking pot. I completely missed it the other day. And is 2 types of cheeses in here. I don't know what cheeses are for, so it doesn't say, there's no benefit to having the cheese. It just says health 35, stamina 65. Alright, so this one requires milk, garlic, and sage to make. It's a flavored cheese, I guess. The other one is exactly the same stats. 35 and 65, the same regeneration, you know, blah, blah, blah. This one only requires sour milk. So we seem to get a lot of sour milk. I guess that's the difference, is just the sour milk. We seem to have a lot more milk, but the milk goes sour as we let it go off. So we're not using the other ingredients. I don't know. This seemed a bit weird to me. Anyway, I guess they got to have one for each. So we will add one for each. And top that up. We really like milk porridge, so I've bumped that up to the top. That just requires eggs, which we've got tons of, and grain, which we kind of like. I've got to go and check. This one here, yeah, I'm really liking the milk porridge because it gives us a really big boost in health and stamina. So it doesn't give us any, it's a simple dish, but you can see mashed potatoes I thought were fantastic at one stage. The only thing's good about actually I might move that mashed potatoes to the bottom because the fine stew, salt. Okay, I don't have any salt. Okay, that's something we're gonna have to figure out. This one here. So we can't make the fine stew until we get salt. Yeah, see the all right, well, they're going to skip that anyway, but you can see, I think the next best is the rustic. Push that to the bottom at the moment. 26, yeah, 26.75. All right, we'll leave it in that order, but yeah, definitely the milk porridge seems to be the go-to. All right, so we're going to leave that on, and we've got a few other things that we need to play with. Oh, but our guys came back. I completely forgot to check what's going on here. So our delivery, what he's got in his car. Okay, so it should be. Let's go and check. What can we check? How can we check this? Go to copper, let's go to ores. And check copper out. Yeah, so there's no ore there anymore, which is good. And pickaxes, let's have a look. Simple pickaxes, they've got 3. The broken ones have gone, which is good. So if we go to here, you can see that they brought the 2 pickaxes back with them. All right, so that worked well. So essentially, let's go and check. Well, we don't need to go all the way over there to check it, I guess, but this is still active. No, it's wait. I was going to say they can't be active still. There's nothing left. But if we have a look at it, the triggers now are waiting for at least 23 items to do a run. So I guess the next day we'll see what happens. I think having 3 caravans is a bit overkill. But if they're doing it once a day, maybe this needs to be higher before they go out there. Probably at least 50, 25 in each, 60. All right. Keep an eye on that. just waiting on the goods. We need that caravan station to be built. Some other things that we need to consider too is when we are now dealing with the towns, we need our prosperity is decreasing because we're not trading with them. So we need to start trading with them. Now that's why I like this screen. The reason why I like this screen is you can select which caravanning station. You can rename these two, by the way. So we could just make a caravanning station and call it the Herondine one. So we could just select on that. Once you do that, it allows you to use these buttons over here for fill. So this, but if you have the fill on, it only shows you what you've got in the village.
We're glad
So,
we need to make this place look better.
so it makes it a lot easier. And you've also got these gold
I
figures.
feel it's going to be a good day.
What happened there? Something. This is one thing I really hate about the game. Where did all my little icons go on people's heads?
Cold winds
They all should be hungry. They're all lining up for food.
Ever notice how
Yeah, this is
mushrooms
the-
just appear out of nowhere? It's like magic.
Already got that one. Yeah, they all line up here, which is takes a couple of hours to sort out. So we're not going to do any trading just yet. We'll wait till I build the other caravan, but I will go through what I was talking about a second ago. I'll just go away from everybody yapping away over here. And did we actually put anything in here? No, we didn't. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's do the reinforced long thingy. We should be able to get that done.
Coming.
Yeah, we need to keep in mind with the towns now that we need to supply them with stuff. So like I said, once you click this, this side right on the side, this is what they're selling, and this is what we are able to sell. So once you click on that, you can just hit the fulfill button. It just shows you what you have. So it removes, say, the civilian cap. You can see they want 4, we don't have any. So you can just click that. But it's a good way of actually seeing what you need to make. These guys require things now. So we need to start adding these, what I would say, garbagey clothings into our list eventually. But once we get, all the guys geared up the way we want them, of course, we'll have to start thinking about selling a lot of this stuff that we have no iron or ingots at the moment, and they're happy to buy 20 off us. So that it would have been awesome. So got to keep this in mind, all these things. So anyway, we won't do a send off today. I'll wait till the evening because it's going to take, like I said, 4 or 5 carts to do one delivery. But I want a station, a caravanning station for each town that I'm going to trade with. So with this one, we're going to call, remember how to spell it, H-A-E-R-N. Is that right? I don't know. So we're going to call this H-R... He-Ran? Man. No, H-A-E-R. H-A-E-R. No A in the middle of the R and the N. Man, okay. Whatever. Okay, so you get the idea. So this is going to be for Herondine. We're going to want another one. Can we extend this road here? No, it's not letting me. Yeah, is there anything I don't like? Frustrating. I'd like to put a road in there. Alright. Let's put some caravan. We want to keep the caravanning stations close, I think, to all the stuff that we've got going on. So yeah, see, this is that blocking foliages again. Tavern. See, the tavern takes up a lot of room, doesn't it? Alright, so that's blocked by the tavern. As soon as it's not blocked by the tavern, it's saying something else is blocking it. and there is 0 here. I'm not gonna. Ooh, I go back a bit. Oh, maybe it was
So
just
far, we're doing
me.
great work, don't you think?
All right. We're gonna call this one Bradford. Padstow. Actually, we'll do this Padstow. We'll wait till those two get built, and then we'll set up some. Yeah, we can use then those as the delivery mechanisms for the other stuff. So I'll just leave them for the moment. Okay, so we need to start looking at items we need. So we need to check out our weavers and make sure that. I'm not sure there's a lot of stuff we can actually make in here, but we can check. This one's not getting used at all at the moment because the target amounts have been reached. I wish there was a way of selecting the items that the town wants in here. That would be pretty cool. You could just select required by, I don't know. All right, let's have a look. The only way to do this is to essentially have a look at what the towns are wanting. So,
Happy days, all thanks to you.
I wonder why they didn't change names. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, I need to rename this one to... Outposts. For the moment. I'm just going to call it Outposts. That can be just... I've only got the one at the moment, but we will probably need more. Okay, so we're basically just going to have a look through the list, and now it should be able to play Outposts. Good. Okay, so we're going to need... They want 4 civilian caps.
Thanks to you.
I got a terrible memory, so... Yeah, so the civilian cap isn't made here.
Hurry up and harvest, or
It's made here, I guess.
Glad it's my home.
Yeah, civilian cap. Okay, so they're going to need 4 of these. They don't require a lot of stuff, just linen. So we're going to bump up. Actually, we're going to have to bump up. Could be a one-off.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, we need to... Well... we're going to bump all these up because...
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Yeah, because we need... we need extra resources to sell as well. So...
Glad it's my home.
The village is looking better and better.
They're kind of like the top 4 things that we're kind of needing at the moment. Some of the stuff can be done here. So I'll just make sure that they should reach their targets pretty quickly with this one running as well. Doesn't really need to be in any particular order. Simple core we've got the most of. Okay. Alright, so long as those two are going, yeah, so then the next one, as I said, we've got the civilian caps added. You'd be looking at civilian trousers, civilian upper clothing. So civilian trousers.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
So trousers and upper clothing, they needed 4 as well. What else did we need? Okay, we needed some peasants stuff as well. Peasants caps, trousers, and upper clothing. If you can think of a better way to do this, let me know. Because
Happy days.
it's just,
all thanks
yeah,
to you.
becoming, it's Bellwright the, what do you call it, simulator, like clothing workshop, I don't know, trading game. It's become very much revolving around this. Like you you're not, if you're not, I've got a reclamation party coming. Okay, if you're not working, yeah, to supply the towns with things, you're gonna slowly lose this prosperity, and we want the prosperity to be increasing all the time. So, they want rugged stuff as well. Rugged trousers, rugged shirts. These are the basic stuff. There were a couple of higher level ones there. Rugged trousers. Rugged trousers, rugged shirts, I think it was. Alright, let's have a quick look again. Yeah, rugged trousers, rugged shirts, 4 of each. Alright, so then the only other things that were on here, clothing-wise, that we skipped over were the Pathfinder boots and the Frontiers helm.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
We have a few of these in stock already, but I will add a couple more to the list, just in case. And well, if you got what the other one was, it was the Pathfinder boots. Yeah, they're not made here, are they? I think they're made here, maybe.
Work, lads.
Oh,
We need to
maybe
make
they
this
are made
place
here
look
then.
better.
They are made here. Okay. And I think there was only 2 of each. Yeah, so you can see like there is a little bit of, I know, 4 of each. But we are going to get money for that gold, so just keep that in mind. So we can buy some of these resources back, hopefully, so that we need, because we are like extremely low on resources to make all this stuff. All right, let's have a look at where this reclamation party is. Okay, and it's going to Adstow, isn't it? So we've got a little bit of time. Try and meet it out this way. We can, so keep an eye on that. All right, so yeah, that's just one town that I just keyed up there for all the goods. Now I can send carts there now if I want to with the things that I do have. So that's something to keep in consideration. But I would be using 3 or 4 people minimum to go there just to carry all those carts. So I will wait. I've got a few carts being... Yeah, they're not being built yet. We've got a lot happening at the moment, don't we? Okay. What else do we need to make sure we've got ample quantities of? We need to hire a couple more people, I think, definitely. Let's have a look through here. Alright, the thresher.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Need to bump that up.
Just looking better and better.
Gonna bump these up. I saw those for sale, planks for sale.
All thanks to you.
The mixing,
I feel it's going to be
I know the cob was running. We had cob that could have been bought as well. Potatoes. I noticed potatoes. We're having a trouble with potatoes. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look. Ooh, maybe we need to get rid of some more compost actually.
Glad it's my home.
We've got so much of this stuff. It's ridiculous. It's not really super high priority, but yeah, we might as well get rid of the food while we got it. And they can... Right. I think this one was potatoes. Nope, this is hemp.
Work, lads. We need to make this place look better.
Okay, I need to find the potatoes. Have I set up? I'm sure I went and bought potatoes. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, there's no potatoes growing here at all. Potatoes. Potatoes don't have seeds, but anyway, we have 1 seed somewhere. We need to buy some more seeds. All right, we need more seeds, potato seeds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we need to buy more seeds. That's a problem. That's what's slowing us down, I think. So yeah, we need to up a few things. This is definitely one we need to keep an eye on. Not sure is 20 enough. Oh, we must have used all the potatoes that we had on this. So, okay, so they're obviously not getting enough seeds when they are picking the potatoes to replace the potatoes that they're getting, because it looks like, yeah, not enough resources. We must, maybe we did reach, we might have reached the target amount. I don't know. Anyway, overthinking it maybe. All our bloomeries need to hurry along as well. Could be a wood problem and definitely a peat problem. That's the next thing I need to work on. So yeah, it's a wood problem.
Weird, isn't it?
And we are chewing through the logs. Yeah. All right, we need to get some those caravan stations built. We need to essentially we need to try and start buying things from some of these towns. I think it's going to help. Like if you have a look at Herondine, I noticed they were selling logs. They were 9 gold each, but they have 119 of them. So if we could, you know, sell them a bunch of stuff, we could get a bunch back. Now logs are unfortunately really big, and you only get, I think, 5 per cart. So that's kind of a bit of a killer. All right, I'm going to delay this as long as possible, because it's just a normal reclamation, it's not a big one, and we'll be fine knocking it off. Alright, so this guy's got a little cart symbol above his head, so what is that? Let's have a look. So this is active. Alright, this is what I was worried about. I think it's been triggered because of these two here, and we've got 3 carts selected. I guarantee you, yeah, it's the... Will they take 3 carts? That's the worry I have. Hopefully they realize they only need the 1. No, they don't. See, this guy's coming here too. Alright, so we need to adjust this. We need to have this only on 1. Yeah, we're going to readjust this. And we're going to make this 23.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
This way it'll limit the amount of trips they're making all the time. And it'll only be 1 person doing it, and I can just select like the crappiest person I've got. So I'm actually gonna cancel this because we've got a reclamation party coming in. So I'm gonna cancel that caravan, and I'm gonna find like my crappiest person to put on caravans, because I don't really because it's a pretty safe run to this location. There's like literally nothing that they're gonna encounter, and at the moment I do have some of my best guys doing all the good, you know, all the caravans, because we were worried about band-aids early on. Alright, let's have a look. So what can we...
Did you see that sunset last night? It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Alright, so yeah, he's returning the goods. He was just taking a couple of meat out there, and I don't think there was any actual ore to bring back. Let's have a look and see if there was actually any ore out there.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Oh, it's up to 28 already. So that's 1 delivery. So yeah, so 28, and it's what, the afternoon. So we're probably looking at 1 delivery a day would be plenty, I'd say. So that's going to bring back 23, maybe 2. So we'll have a look at that and work out whether that's going to be enough. All right, we're essentially just waiting for that reclamation party to get a little closer. I don't really want to waste time. I could meet it out here, so wait a little bit longer and let these guys do some more work. All right, we're going to raise the army. One thing I do need to play around with is presets. I feel like the marksman one is a little bit too light on, and they seem to be the guys that are doing the hunting. I've had a few deaths, I've noticed, from marksmen not having decent armor on. Like you can see this guy still dressed as a farmer. Be nice if they were a little bit heavily armored. I don't think, I mean, it does affect their agility a little bit and their speed, but ultimately yeah, don't think it's a big deal, so...
I can't fight on an empty
Alright,
stomach.
we're just waiting for everybody to get fed. Food is kind of like a small kind of issue at the moment, I noticed. So what all this raw meat in here, why? Yeah, it's switched off, so...
My stomach is grumbling. If I don't
Sure
eat
it's
something
turned on
soon,
over here. Well, what's this guy doing? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, sometimes it's gonna reposition them again. That guy, he's getting stuck for some reason. He's got no food at all. Try and reset him. No, he's not moving. I don't know what's going on there.
Following your lead.
No, you're not, because you're gonna walk away in about 2 seconds. You've got no food on you at all. Ugh, God. Anyway, alright. Alright, I think we're all good, so we're just gonna... get him going. Yeah, he's gonna go with him, but he's just... randomly take... Alright, well, let's head over there and get this battle over and done with. I did read somewhere that caravanners are now lootable, which, in a different aspect.
Make it quick.
But if they leave their carts and stuff, but yeah.
Forward!
Some bandits. Interesting to see what happens. These bandits attack these guys? No, it doesn't look like they do. They're pretty close. Oh no, they're running away. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, there's nothing in there. So the cart is accessible, but there's nothing in that cart. Nothing in that cart either. Alright, that was a bit disappointing. So there might be some loot in there. Oh, yep, there's bandits giving these guys a bit of a rough time up here. I hope they fix that. That's the only thing that's kind of a bit weird, is that when they leave their carts, I mean, surely they had something in their carts. Anyway, nice to be able to loot that. Okay, here's the bulk of my army coming. They're gonna make it in time to form up here. Oh, we must be missing...
Standing by for your orders.
Okay, we must be missing... I don't know. Oh, he's a marksman. Why is he holding a sword out? He's got no arrows, that's why. Alright, well he didn't grab any arrows. Crazy, but alright. We are going to probably lose him. But we're all here now, so we're on charge. I don't have a... This should be pretty quick actually, God, there's only 4 or 5 of them, so... Let's make crossbowmen. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Alright, let's just loot these guys and get back to our base, get back to getting on with this. Prosperity went up by 1,000 at Padstow. Okay, so... It must have been very decreased if that's the case, because it's still decreasing. Alright, let's get everybody back to... Where are these guys going? Weird. Okay. Yeah, see... Weird, sometimes... There we go, that time. They get stuck sometimes, I'm not sure why. Anyway, we'll reset them. Let's head... Yep, and these guys have gotten stuck as well. There's a deer, come here. Alright, we're gonna head back and continue on with stuff. We'll do, we'll set up a night trade too, I think. So we can, with Herondine or something, just so I can show you how that all works. I did say they did make some nice new armors and stuff, but I think after I put that army together just then, they took all the good stuff, so... 16 armor. Wish you could like sort this by strength or something, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I got no arrows. Actual arrows. Why have I got no actual arrows? It's 30 arrows. Maybe because I took normal arrows out. I think that's what's happened. Keep the normal arrows in there for the moment. Wood. Alright. Need my army to do some wood gathering. Where they come? This way mostly. Alright, so when you do that, they just zoom out to wherever they are, which is kind of cool. And they will chop and gather and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of one handy little thing. As soon as they start to stop, you'll see that these guys probably don't have axes or anything, so... I'll get them to come down the road a little bit further, and then we'll click on the wood in this area. Yeah, so they stop. This is the issue now.
Move! Move!
I need a lot more loose wood everywhere. That's a problem. They don't all have axes on them. What else can we get while we're down here? We'll go and have a look and see if we can get some reeds, I guess.
Move!
there are any reeds to be gathered. Finding I'm running out of reeds really quickly in this area now that we're using so many of them. There we go. Let's see how many reeds we can gather quickly. Alright, that seems to have...
Forward!
Why isn't this person moving?
March! Onward! Follow me!
Alright, we going to set up a caravan in a second. I'll just get everybody to get all their goods back into the warehouses and stuff. Alright, one thing I did notice, now, wondering why I'm not getting enough of these things. Yeah, not enough resources. Still running out of... It's probably the wood situation and the peat, so that's something I really need to sort out real quick. Alright, we're going to set up a delivery to... We won't do it from that, we're going to do it from the town, so let's have a look.
The village is looking better and better.
Alright, we're going to select outpost because we don't have the other one built at the moment. So what we're going to do is just what we can give them, and then we can add, you can see this capacity will fill up as we go. So we're just going to do checking what we've got. If we've got multiple, that's fine. We're just going to give it to them. These sorts of things, not an issue. Won't want to give up our copper or nails at the moment. Bows, a tough one. I think we might leave the bows for the moment. Well, give them a couple. Plenty of fish. Give those up. They're pretty low. They're only strength 2. Probably have a lot. Only I got a couple people at strength 2. Got plenty of garlic, plenty of hemp, plenty of large meat at the moment. We've got 3 of those. Only 2 of them. So they're starting to make some of this stuff for us. Reeds, we don't want to give up our reeds because we really do need the reeds. Rope, same thing, we're running low on rope. Traps, I might have to check the quantity of traps to make sure it's they're making it at a higher quantity. And straw, they want 78 straw, so we don't have 78 straw. Now we need 2 carts, you can see, to get all that stuff back when we buy it, sell it I should say. We're going to get 1700 gold. Now we can just quickly check what we might need down here. Now, I think green is okay. I'm really not sure about the color here, color code. Green a good price or is yellow a good price? Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. All right, so this is going to subtract. We're going to get charged just straight away, but let's have a look what else we can get. We have plenty of cotton bolt. I've only got the 1 anyway. We need to trade with them in order to, yeah, keep. They're selling linen. That's pretty handy. We might top this up with logs as well. I'm going to buy the resin. Something we're going to need soon anyway. Don't need cord. Alright, so we send all our carts. Now, they don't have wood, unfortunately, as I grab all the wood, but we can turn the logs into wood. Alright, so that's going to give us 25 logs as well. Okay, so we can see we've got, we're buying all this stuff for 647. That's going to come off our total straight away, but we're going to make this money back. Hopefully it'll sell everything. So we will, yeah, we'll send that caravan, and that is sent. That'll take 5 people out of their sleep. And what we want to do is we want to tee up all this food going to waste on this thing. Yeah, we want to get wood being chopped. See how that goes. Alright, we're just going to do a few things around the camp. Try and collect some of this food and stuff and wait for that delivery to go and see what we can get back. Another thing we'd love to get going, and I haven't gotten to it yet, is the market. So it's something I need to, but I can't do that without an apprentice laborer. So, and did we hire one? I think we did. Yeah, we did. We got to tee it up. Okay. Let's get that made. It's going to help them out. Alright, our carts are almost made it to Herondine, and I'll just show you that we've got decreasing prosperity here. We won't get the gold from the sale until they come back. We're on about 15,700 gold, so we should make a little bit of profit because we sold more stuff than we bought, hopefully. So we will just keep an eye on the prosperity up here. They're on their way back now, so maybe this doesn't increase until I get back to base either. So we'll keep an eye on this. I just thought I'd have a look at this. Oh, is it on? Anyway, yeah, I didn't actually look at this end, but it should say increasing after you do a trade. So they are on their way back. We'll check it out when they get back. Have a look at it. One thing I just noticed, damn, I got a lot of one stag, then it gave me 3 horns, all this made all this. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but anyway, if they may have upped the quantities you get from things. That was 1 stag for 3 horns. Alright, we just hit morning, and I just wanted to point out that that caravan left in at night, and it's still on its way back. So yeah, just keep. They do take a little bit of time, just even to get to that short distance. It took all night. Padstow's going to be a little closer, and yeah. Bradford probably going to be a full day, to be honest, of travelling, and the further you go out, the further it takes. So yeah, it's going to take a long time to get trades from towns. Right, where are they?
Got your fur cloak ready?
Slowly getting here. All right, the caravan's coming back in now. We 17, yeah, so we just bumped up to 17,000 gold. So we have a look at
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Herondine. It still says we're decreasing, so interesting. So still asking for a lot of stuff that we don't have, but the list has greatly deteriorated, I guess you could say that. So I don't know how I'm going to get 58 straw to them. Straw is a killer, but yeah, so obviously I need to fulfill more stuff to get them going. All right, well, they're all stopped. Just double check one more time. Yeah, no, it's still decreasing. So even after all that trading I just did, then no increase at all. All right, we're going to knock off a few quests. Actually, we've been running for quite a while, actually. I think I'm going to end this video here. We have got a couple of things in research going on at the moment. I just realized I did have the... I just need the market, and I have the apprentice, so I thought let's get the market up and running. It's almost done, and we can actually trade with other vendors without having to leave. So it might actually help. I don't know. Oh, there it is there. So we're going to get the market built and see how we go in the next episode. Anyway, hit that like button and subscribe if you've watched it to this far. I hope you are, and I'll see you on the next video. Wombat out.
Wenn wir dich so fernwellig schwarz und deinen takes to the skies with pixels ablaze and battles untamed. We'll conquer the virtual, never made.